Green Bay Packers.
2023 results.
Second in the division, 9-8. They were 12th in passing yards, 15th in rushing yards, and I think 12th in points. So this is going to be very similar to what we covered with the Vikings. Coaching changes, not any coaching changes. Offensive line, some small changes, but they were fine. They will be fine again. I'm not really looking at that as a source to gain an edge. Quarterback, Jordan Love was QB 5 or 6 last year. You deleted all the notes. And he's consensus rank 10 right now. I was just going I know people can't see our Google Doc, but I was just going off of memory of what I had written.
I thought the black font was an issue, not a positive. I see now. So Jordan Love doing good.
He's good. He's consensus ranked 10. If your league does not play in a 2 quarterbacks or super flex setup, this is probably the year to switch. One of the easiest years to switch. This is probably the best 10th quarterback going into a league I can remember. There's just so many guys. He finished as QB 6. I don't think he was particularly good at the start of last year in his first year as a starter, but he improved every week and got to be pretty good.
Yeah, he just kept getting better and better. Solid coaching staff, really worked with them very well, as always. Classic Packers things.
Good coaching,
running back,
good play calling.
Yeah, makes a difference. Who would have thought? Running back position, Aaron Jones is out, but they did pick up Josh Jacobs.
Yes, Josh Jacobs signed to a 4-year deal. I'll note he is cuttable after year 1. They would have about a $9 million dead cap hit, but that's feasible. So if Josh Jacobs does not work out here, they could move on from him. So he's not locked and loaded as the only guy here. They drafted 3rd-round rookie Marshawn Lloyd out of USC. We'll see how that shakes out throughout the year. But I'm expecting them going into the year to try to make this Josh Jacobs contract work. He was running back 27 last year in half-point PPR, and he's going as running back 11 right now. I think that's kind of high, but when I look at other guys in that range, like Rashad White at maybe around like 13 or so, other guys in that range, it's hard to move him up or down a ton. I probably won't be drafting him at 11 a lot because I don't know how much upside there is to spike him up above someone like Kyron Williams is in that range, Devon Achane in that range. But overall, it's not bad.
Not terrible. Moving on.
Wide receivers. So many wide receivers on this team. At this point, it's really hard to say who's going to take the next step forward. They've got Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, Jaden Reed. They're all being ranked as wide receiver 35 or later. So one of them is going to be good. Each week, one of them is going to be good. Jordan Love's going to throw a lot of touchdowns, and these guys are going to catch them. So if you're, but it's so hard to pick who's the guy that week.
Absolutely.
Other thing of note to know is Christian Watson. I think he was a 2nd-round pick a couple of years ago. I think he could be the best receiver on this team. He's been injured.
That's what my heart tells me.
Yeah. He's been injured a lot. Soft tissue injuries. They sent him to a specialist this offseason, and the specialist said one leg was bigger than the other, just in like muscle size to a notable amount. I don't know what that means or that they can fix it or anything. This is just an off-season news that I thought was weird, interesting, but I don't really make any sort of changes to my ranks or evaluation based on that.
Old Chrissy one leg. Tight end, anything to talk about here?
Bye-week fill-ins. Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft are 2 recently drafted tight ends. I can't remember which is which at this exact moment.
You never will.
But one of them could be a bye week guy. Like they have some fantasy value, but not in a most 10 or 12 team leagues.
Gotcha. Big 3 takeaway from this: Jordan Love is the best 10th place QB in a long time.
He's probably underrated.
Underrated. Josh Jacobs?
Maybe.
Probably not good value. Yeah, I don't know. And then follow your heart, I guess, at the wide receiver position. My money's on Christian Watson, but it's a good offense. Odds are they're not just going to be plugging in one guy.
Yes. In situations like that, if we know who the top 3 coming out of camp are, and you don't know, just pick the latest one. Whoever's going latest, just grab them.
Yep.
That usually leads to the most value, but who knows? I don't know.
Who the hell knows?
Not me.